we have this numerical model, and we'd like to find an algebraic model that matches it. Okay, so depending on the type of model, you might be able to just see that it's linear. If you look at, if you have a constant change in the y values when you have a constant change in the x values. Well, here our change in y is 1, then -3, then -7. That's definitely not constant. So this is going to be something different. So we're going to go to our calculator, and let's go ahead and go create a spreadsheet, all right, where we can put in this data. And I'm going to go ahead and title my columns as x and as y. And then we go ahead and put in this data. So we've got 1, 2, x starts at 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, and we're going all the way up until 4, right? Yep. And 4. And then in our y column, okay, we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, -1, -8, and -19. All right, so there's our data, and then we'd like to create a regression. All right, now we're not sure what type of regression we should do, so we should plot this first. All right, so let's go ahead and add a plot. So in the calculator, if you click menu, then it gives you lots of different options. Okay, and from our data, okay, we can go ahead and just do a quick graph. Okay, and you'll notice that it just kind of creates things in a specific way. Like it decided y was going to be here, but obviously we want x on this axis. You click it and choose x, and we want y on the vertical axis. So we can click y there, and it'll show it to us. So now looking at this, we see, oh, that kind of looks like it's a parabola. All right, that's like a quadratic. So that tells us what type of regression we'd like to do. So let me go ahead and go into my spreadsheet, and we'd like to do a quadratic regression. So we go menu and statistics, and we would like to do a calculation, and we're going to do a quadratic regression. So click quadratic regression. Then it asks for you x in your y list, so we'll go to x and y for our x and y. Click OK, and then it creates our regression. Okay, so here, and sorry, it's kind of small, kind of hard to see. We've got the equation here is, of course, ax squared plus bx plus c, and then it tells us a, b, and c, -2, 3, and 1. All right, so -2, 3, and 1 for a, b, and c. That means that we have y equals -2 x squared plus 3x plus 1. All right, with those coefficients there. So there's my algebraic model. Okay. We'd like to sketch the graph of the model, which of course we can do by just plotting this equation now. Let's go ahead and just add a graph and plot that. -2 x squared plus 3x plus 1. And there's our plot. You can go ahead and draw that in here. Next, find the average rate of change, from x equals 1 to x equals 4. So, average rate of change is f of b minus f of a over b minus a. So, that's f of 4 minus f of 1 over 4 minus 1. Okay. F of 4 is the y value when x is 4, so that's -19. Okay, minus f of 1 is 2, and then over 4 minus 1, which is 3. So we've got -19 minus 2, which is -21 over 3, which is equal to -7. So our average rate of change from 1 to 4 is -7.